We're live here from Celtic Connections, sitting in the carpet of the wonderful Dry Gate, and it is a wonderful venue. It's lovely. Dry Gate Brewery, thanks to them for hosting us. Thank Celtic Connection for allowing us to do these broadcasts, and thanks to Gangar. Say again for me. Gangar.
Yes.
From Norway.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Not at all. This is a delight. First time in Scotland?
I would say second for Melbourne.
So you've
Driven
had
through Edinburgh.
okay. So you've had you had a little foray into Scotland, and then you were invited back from Celtic Connections.
Yeah, I was here back in I think like 9th grade or something, and with a fiddle group, and we went to a traditional Cayley dance and Halloween Cayley even.
Yeah.
Traveled to the Waldorf School.
Okay.
It's fun.
You know what? We didn't do a sound check, so I'm just going to check a few things. Thanks for joining us, guys. This is the Medicine Show Radio Mobile with its usual hiccups. Checking 1 2 1 2 1. Right, we're going to have to do that again, I think. Well, 2 6. We won't start the stream again, we'll just start the interview again.
Yeah.
Because I think I know what's going wrong.
Anyway, we should share it or anything?
I'll give you a link once it's served. So we are live, it is working. Edit post. But it's only working to me.
Okay.
So that has been changed. Okay, so we are live. We're in the Moose, the Medicine Show Radio Moose Mobile with Gangar.
Gangar. Yeah. Yes.
And they are. I've got. Look at this. We have the usual amount of technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. We'll batter on anyway, regardless. Hopefully getting a nice stream, hopefully getting to see these guys all the way from Norway. Today's schedule seems to be quite a packed schedule. Yeah. Only two sound checks and only 2 gigs.
Yeah.
It's all right, huh?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Celtic Connections, how are you enjoying it? You're from Norway.
Yeah, so I mean, this kind of a festival is not like anything we have in Norway. Like over so many weeks of just music. Yeah. And like my first experience was at least just checking into the hotel, getting into my room and like practicing the room above me.
Every room is a rehearsal space. And it was at the start.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was pretty amazing. So bagpipes in the neighboring hotel room is interesting. But
welcome to Glasgow.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
So we should be able to hear you better for the end, and thanks for being with us, guys. A chat frame, and hopefully you're getting a nice stream. There's a little bit of a dearth of internet where we are at the moment, so we'll just fire on. There is a chat frame, so you can leave any messages. Tell us where you're listening from, and please do, if there's any questions for the band, please do. I've got a question.
Yeah.
As far as Nordic roots music is concerned, you've already said there isn't a comparable festival of this size. How about venues across Norway?
There's like a main venue in Oslo, which has a lot of resources to bring in folk music bands from Norway and around the world.
Yeah.
We have other acoustic venues around the country in Bergen and Trondheim. And
you've got a great blues festival in Bergen.
Well, yeah. And there's also a lot of folk music festivals. So it's a very alive and thriving scene.
How about folk clubs? Is that a concept that you've got? We have.
Yeah, so we'll have like clubs at festivals, and there's a monthly club at the main stage in Oslo. And we're also now curating a new folk music club series at a venue in Oslo.
You are? Yourselves? I need to come and check that out.
Yes,
I need to park the Moose in the car park and do what we can for as many acoustic, mostly acoustic, but independent artists. It's what we try to do. Yourselves, is it because you're a major partner of Showcase Scotland, or at least your country? Were you invited by them to come to Celtic Connections? Is that how it worked?
So this partnership has been brewing for a little while, and we heard kind of whispers about it a couple of years back, and since then we've been kind of paying attention to it and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And then when the call for artists opened, we of course applied and kind of sat and waited patiently and nervously to hear whether we got the gig or not.
Yeah.
And luckily we got picked, and we're very honored and grateful to be here.
Because Showcase Scotland, there's people. You've got a showcase this afternoon, and I'm part of. Well, at least I'll be in to review that. And there are journalists and promoters from all around the world. Yeah. No pressure, guys.
Yeah.
No pressure. Thanks for
Thank you. In about 45 minutes. Yes.
Yeah, and thanks for doing this. So we'll let you go in a minute. I've got other questions. What I'll do is I'll flash up your links and things so people can get in touch with your music, and put some photos up and stuff like that as well. I've seen the sound check, so it's fantastic. It's a bit of a jazz fusion. Have you got jazz elements coming into to everything? How about traditional? How traditional is the music itself? If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, because the music, the core of the music is based around the traditional old tunes. Matthias' father works at the National Library, so he get access to look for every tune. Usually the two guys arrange them, and then we take them to the practice room and make them rock and roll
and rock them up.
Exactly. Yeah. We try to do as little as possible with the core material, the melodies. That's we're trying to stay faithful to the melodies. That's the most important part. Then we just have fun and rock and roll.
And your dad, is he a musician, Matthias?
Yeah, sure. But like Dunham said, he works at the National Archive in Oslo, and
which is an important thing.
It's very important.
How long have people been collecting traditional tunes in a digital format? Is that what's happening now?
Digital format, that's hard to say, but like the first wax roll, like wax cylinder recordings we have are from like 1902, 1904. Very interesting to hear, and you can really recognize the tunes as tunes that are still played today, so the tradition is very alive. There's been many rounds of recording like through various periods of the last century and a half, I guess.
So are you going out to the Sami people, for instance, and collecting songs from them?
There's an archive in the north which also documented a lot of Joik and Sami music, and sadly this archive is currently not manned, so there's no one working there, but the archive still exists as a part of the museum, but they're desperately looking for someone who will take over that enormous just treasure of material.
Excellent stuff. Well, it's good work. It's certainly of interest to a festival called Celtic Connections, of course. Not that you're Celts, you were Vikings, but the Viking influence, about this in the west coast of Scotland, particularly, and Dumbarton Rock from here was a British Victorian Viking stronghold, so the history is very strong. While you're here, if you get a chance, go to Govan Churchyard, and there's a whole heap of Viking kings' hogheads that were buried there. There was for hundreds of years. And they've restored them and brought them out so people can see them. So if you get a chance, Celtic Kings crypts and all that sort of stuff as well. So it's good to have the Vikings here again.
Yeah.
Enjoy your gig.
Thank you.
We'll try not to pillage and burn too much.
But we'll keep the rate to the side as well.
We'll also drop that.
Drop that.
No.
Hard pass.
Well, I hope it's a very positive experience for you guys. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you up in a bit. We better let you go and do this gig. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you. So cool that you want to have us. That was really nice.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah, we'll
And
see you around.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Don't forget to have fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.